Breaking news: Scholz calls out Putin's cynical concern for civilians. While the Russian military is at war in Ukraine, Olaf Scholz has criticized Vladimir Putin for his cynical concern for the fate of civilians in the Israel-Hamas conflict. It makes me more than furious to hear the Russian president repeatedly warning that there could be civilian casualties from an armed conflict, the German chancellor said in a parliamentary address. "You can't get much more cynical than that," he said. Putin called the explosion at a hospital in Gaza earlier this week a tragedy, and he warned that civilian casualties would be absolutely unacceptable if the anticipated ground offensive went forward. After Hamas gunmen attacked Israel on October 7, killing over 1,400 people, mostly civilians, and taking about 200 hostage, Israel began bombing the Gaza Strip in retaliation. Finland has restricted Russian property purchases. The Finnish Ministry of Defense announced that it had prevented 3 property sales to Russian buyers because doing so would compromise Finnish national security. The ministry issued a statement saying, "The real estate acquisitions in question can be considered to hinder the organization of national defense or the surveillance and safeguarding of territorial integrity." According to the Finnish Ministry of Defense, the 2 affected properties are located in Ruokolahti and Kati, both of which are in southern Finland close to the Russian border. After the European Union imposed sanctions on Russia for its invasion of Ukraine, Finland moved more quickly in recent weeks to confiscate Russian-owned real estate, citing Russian owners' struggles to pay their expenses and taxes. As it stands, it is illegal to evict owners over unpaid bills if an official notification cannot be delivered to them, so the Finnish government is planning to streamline regulations on notifying Russian owners. Ukraine's counteroffensive is going according to plan, according to the general in charge of Kyiv's offensive in the south. Ukrainian forces are continuing their advance toward the Sea of Azov, according to General Oleksandr Tarnovsky. The Southern Coalition's forces keep up the offensive. To the south of Robotyne, they have had some success, General Tarnovsky reported via Telegram. Ukraine's goal in this offensive is to cut off a land bridge connecting Russian positions in the south and east, and Robotyne is one of several southern villages that need to be secured. According to a former advisor to the Ukrainian president, Kyiv's counteroffensive has stalled and is a disaster. Kim Jong-un meets with Russia's foreign minister. The Russian Foreign Ministry announced on Thursday that Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov met with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un in an effort to strengthen ties between the 2 countries in the face of what both countries perceive to be an increasingly hostile and aggressive Western camp led by the United States. Mr. Lavrov's meeting with Kim reportedly lasted over an hour, according to Russia's state-run TASS news agency, though the ministry did not provide further details. It is expected that President Vladimir Putin, who has increased cooperation with the politically isolated North Korea, will visit the country after Lavrov's visit paves the way.